At 42, after grinding through 15 years as a freelance graphic designer that left me utterly drained, I craved a real reset. Willow Creek Estates seemed like the perfect escapee, a picture-perfect suburb with shady lanes and lawns so pristine they could star in a real estate ad. The house was modest, a classic two-story with a bit of wear, but the rickety old barn in the backyard? That sparked something deep inside me. The seller had stashed tools and holiday junk there, but I envisioned my Havana quiet studio where I could reclaim my creativity and sanity. For nearly a month, I poured my soul into renovating that barn into what I dubbed my rustic studio. I'd rise at dawn, buzzing with energy, adding insulation, wiring lights, and framing windows to flood the space with sunlight and breeze. I painted the walls a soothing, deep blue, like a calm ocean, and crafted built-in desks for my sketches and screens. It wasn't just a workspace. It symbolized my rebirth, autonomous, serene, finally steering my own ship. Those early days felt idyllic. I met Evelyn, the 75-year-old retired librarian next door, whose warm chuckle could melt ice. She dropped off fresh-baked blueberry muffins and spun tales of the neighborhood's quirks, making me feel rooted. Then there was Dylan, the 32-year-old software engineer a few doors down, always flashing a thumbs up while jogging past. Folks here still lent tools and checked on each other during storms. But soon, cracks appeared. Chats would tense up at any mention of the HOA. Evelyn's grin fading when rules came up, Dylan darting glances like he feared eavesdroppers. I should have probed deeper, but my optimism blinded me. Diving into the HOA papers from closing, I spotted Oddity's original rules scratched out in sharp, almost vengeful script, replaced with stricter ones. The section on outbuildings leaped out. What was once lenient now demanded pre-approval under evolving standards, with evolving underlined fiercely. It unnerved me, but I shrugged it off, too thrilled with my nearly finished studio. 3 days later, a courteous notice slid under my door, igniting the storm. On official HOA letterhead, it accused me of erecting an unauthorized edifice and urged submission of forms or demolition. Signed by Victoria Langford, HOA president, in that same biting handwriting. My pulse raced. This felt like a declaration of war, not a mix-up. I tried calling. An ancient voicemail promised a 72-hour callback. So I emailed politely, attaching photos of the transformation, explaining it was an upgraded existing barn from 1998, permitted by the city. Her reply hit like a slap. Improper format. Comply in 7 days or face $500 daily penalties and litigation. $500 a day for beautifying my own property. Rage bubbled, echoing the corporate nightmares I'd fled. Then came the escalation. A glaring violation sign stapled to my fence for all to see. Online forum whispers about rule breakers eroding our values. Researching deeper, I unearthed Golda 2000 HOA Charter's grandfather clause exempting pre-2005 structures from later tweaks. My barn's permits were ironclad, stricter than current codes. Plus, hints in records suggested Victoria's updates skirted legality, ignoring city oversight. She ruled by fear, not fact. I sensed her bluff, but kept quiet, plotting. The urgent HOA assembly that Thursday reeked of theater. The bland community hall buzzed with unease. Victoria, mid-50s with impeccably coiffed auburn hair and a predatory smile, held sway like a queen, flanked by nodding cronies. She'd blown up doctored photos of my studio warped angles, enhanced Flosto painted as a blight. This abomination threatens our harmony and home values, she thundered, gesturing wildly. Dylan piped up. Those images are edited. The shadows don't match reality. Murmurs rippled, doubt seeded. My turn. I distributed real docs permits, claws, pristine photos. For a heartbeat, victory loomed. Even board members perked up. But Victoria smirked, unveiling a binder. Outdated intel, Mr. Carter. We revised the charter last week, retroactively covering renovations. My gut twisted. She'd nullified my defense. High on triumph, she crowed. Remove it by Sunday, or I'll dial 911 for illegal disturbance. Standards prevail. Gasps echoed. Even allies flinched. Yet I grinned inward, lished, overplayed, blind to the backlash brewing. Driving home, fury morphed into resolve. Why the theatrics? Desperation masked frailty. Dylan visited Saturday, coffee in hand, whispering board secrets. I've seen budget red flags 20% siphoned as hospitality. Spreadsheets revealed extravagance. $400 dinners, spa retreats, while playgrounds crumbled. She's living large on our dues, he seethed. Evelyn arrived Sunday with pie and a bombshell. 4 years back, the Harlows built a simple patio for their kids. Victoria hounded them fines, shamed till they sold cheap. Her sister snapped it up, flipped for $50,000 profit. Pattern emerged. Harass, devalue, profit. This wasn't petty, it was predatory greed. I mobilized. Lawyer to dissect her revisions, City Hall confirming my permits trumped HOA, and a call to Innovatech Solutions. Ethan, we missed you. As lead architect for their remote work haven Projecta GovBacked push for eco-friendly home office, Me Studio was the flagship prototype. Funded by the mayor's office, it overrode local gripes. I installed cameras, filed misconduct reports. Her 911 threat? Her undoing. Sunday, 9:30 a.m. I worked visibly in my studio, spotting Victoria pacing, phone glued, gesticulating at my crime. Sirens wailed. 2 cruisers pulled up, neighbors gawking. Officers Ramirez and Hayes approached warily. Report of unlawful bill mine showing us. I led them back, folder ready. Ramirez whistled. This is stunning. Docs, permits, exemptions, Innovatech proofs. Hayes lit up. The mayor's telework push? To cut commutes. Bingo. I'm not just involved, I am the creator. Photos, me with Councilwoman Reyes at the launch. Their jaws dropped. So, 911 for a city-endorsed gym? I nodded toward Victoria, smug across the street. They beckoned her. Officers, enforce removalates of violation. Ramirez's patience thinned. Fully legal, ma'am. False emergencies? Up to $1,000 fine, 30 days jail. Her facade shattered, face ashen, stammering denials as neighbors witnessed her fall from grace. Word exploded. Online misses. Whitaker shared. Victoria demolished my husband's wheelchair ramp, ugly, trapping him in his final days. Tales flooded. Banned swing sets, eco lines, bird feeders. Dylan's expose. $25,000 embezzled over 3 years, luxuries while paths cracked. Petitions surged. 132 of 160 households demanded her ouster. Investigators probed. Criminal whispers loomed. The removal meeting packed the hall, air thick with reckoning. Dylan's slides dissected fraud. Evelyn's speech pierced. We've lost joy to fear. Let's reclaim community. Vote. 152-8. Victoria slunk out mid-presentation. Empire crumbled. Reforms followed. Dylan as interim head. Transparent books. Mediation. Innovatech tie-up. At the election, unity reigned. Dylan queried. Ethan, why here? Too coincidental. Truth time. Phone out. 2016 groundbreaking pick me as key developer for Willow Creek. I co-designed this place for collaboration, not control. Returned incognito to spark real change. Shock, then Evelyn's applause. You empowered us. Unanimous board, my studio, now a model. Today, Willow Creek thrives, gardens bloom, tools shared, fear gone. Bullies falter against unity and truth. Karma strikes true. But was my secrecy manipulative heroism or deceptive meddling? Should HOA presidents face jail for abuse? Or is it just neighborhood politics? Have you battled a tyrant next door? Did you win or flee? Spill in comments. Like if this fired you up. Subscribe for more real-life showdowns.